R.H. Whittaker in 1969 proposed a five-kingdom classification. The kingdoms defined by him were named Monera, Protista, Fungi, Plantae, and Animalia. The main criteria for classification used by him include cell structure, body organization, mode of nutrition, reproduction, and phylogenetic relationships. Table 2.1 gives a comparative account of different characteristics of the five kingdoms. The three-domain system has also been proposed that divides the kingdom Monera into two domains, leaving the remaining eukaryotic kingdoms in the third domain and thereby a six-kingdom classification. You will learn about this system in detail at higher classes. Let's look at the five-kingdom classification to understand the issues and considerations that influence the classification system. Earlier classification systems included bacteria, blue-green algae, fungi, mosses, ferns, gymnosperms, and the angiosperms under plants. The character that unified this whole kingdom was that all the organisms included had cell wall in their cells. This placed together groups which widely differed in other characteristics. It brought together the prokaryotic bacteria and the blue-green algae, cyanobacteria, with other groups which were eukaryotic. It also grouped together the unicellular organisms and the multicellular ones. Say, for example, Chlamydomonas and Spirogyra were placed together under algae. The classification did not differentiate between the heterotrophic group, fungi, and the autotrophic green plants, though they also showed a characteristic difference in their walls composition. The fungi had chitin in their walls, while the green plants had cellulosic cell wall. When such characteristics were considered, the fungi were placed in separate kingdom fungi. All prokaryotic organisms were grouped together under kingdom Monera, and the unicellular eukaryotic organisms were placed in kingdom Protista. Kingdom Protista has brought together Chlamydomonas chlorella with Paramecium and amoeba. Here, Chlamydomonas and chlorella earlier placed in algae within plants, both having cell walls, while Paramecium and amoeba, which were earlier placed in animal kingdoms which lack cell wall. It has put together organisms which in earlier classifications were placed in different kingdoms. This happened because the criteria for classification changed. This kind of changes will take place in future too, depending on the improvement in our understanding of characteristics and the evolutionary relationships. Over time, an attempt has been made to evolve a classification system which reflects not only on morphological, physiological, and reproductive similarities but is also phylogenetic, that is, based on evolutionary relationships. In this chapter, we will study characteristics of kingdoms Monera, Protista, and fungi of the Whittaker system of classification. The kingdoms Plantae and Animalia, commonly referred to as plant and animal kingdoms respectively, will be dealt separately in chapter 3 and 4.